All this means is that true learning is put off or set aside to use the education time to train them for graduation exams and standardized testing. And then you can talk to a lot of teachers. There are, get on the Facebook sites and join some of these groups and follow some of these groups against Common Core. And you'll find many teachers leaving the profession because their creativity as a teacher and their passion for what's best for children is being squelched because they're no longer being allowed to teach. That love for learning is being ripped away from them because they have to spend all their class time training for standardized tests and graduation exams, which, by the way, standardized testing does not measure learning. And we'll get into that a little bit later more in depth. Number 3, it means that students are being shoved into a cookie-cutter mold. What does that sound like? Socialism. We're creating a bunch of little soldiers, a bunch of little yes men to the government, instead of letting these kids be who God created them to be and teaching them to hone in on their talents. Yes, there are some things that every child needs to learn. Every child needs to learn reading and writing and arithmetic. Every child needs to learn good manners and morals. They ain't learning that in public school. Shouldn't anyway. That should be what the parents teach. But the parents only have 2 hours, remember, to teach all the stuff they should teach. So, we're shoving them all into this little mold, and they're all going to look the exact same way when they come out. And you look at the way colleges are set up and formatted, that's what they're pushing for, is everybody to fit into a specific mold. Easier to control people who can't think outside the box and be individuals. And number 4, it means that students... Now, remember, the Common Core mission statement said that we will be positioning our students to compete successfully in a global economy. As we go through what's wrong with Common Core, we're going to realize that it's not a global economy that is the main focus here. I mean, yes, they want a global economy, and yes, they want, our students to be able to compete, but more so than pushing for them to be able to compete in a global economy, they're pushing to form children who will become adults who will be ready for a global worldview. They're trying to enforce and indoctrinate our kids with a global worldview. And who is setting that worldview? Who is enacting and defining what that worldview will be? It's whoever's in power, in government, and at the top of the rung in the education system.